What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 18. I'm not really sure if there is volumes anymore, but also I'm not sure if there's chapters names anymore, so apologies. But we'll be covering at least 2 chapters today, at least because the chapters have gotten quite short in these last 2, and I imagine that is the case for all future chapters. So might end up doing 3 or 4 today, but we'll see how it goes. Last match wasn't too great, to be honest with you. I really loved the end of Miura's kind of run of chapters. That last chapter he done was absolutely superb. I don't feel like we followed on from that too greatly, in my opinion. We just kind of descended into hostility towards Griffith, which I think a lot of people. I don't know, I shouldn't put words in other people's mouths, but I'd hope for Guts to, again, he chose Casca, so he should abide by, can't have both. You can't have revenge on Griffith and have Casca safe and have their memories return and such. So would have been nice if we actually, I would have preferred to see them maybe talk it out. Again, it's totally understandable why Guts did react like this, but it's, yeah, I was expecting some more kind of dialogue and story stuff rather than just descending into fight scenes. But they did show off their artwork, which did look very nice, so that was pretty cool. There was almost no dialogue last week, so maybe that's why it was a bit short as well. But we ended off with Zod coming in, so it should be quite another action heavy couple chapters there. Do let me know what you guys think of these though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. So yeah, this one's also 15 pages, so let's get right into it. Ugh. One after the other. Of course, the artwork does look slightly I think you can especially probably see it in Zod's face here. It's not nearly as detailed. Zod right here, is it? It doesn't look that much like, I don't know, Zod has a certain kind of thing about him, doesn't he? That doesn't capture that, I don't think. But yeah, again, obviously there's going to be slight artwork differences, so and like I said earlier, they done a pretty damn good job last week. Yeah, Zod definitely doesn't look in this shot here it looks great, but first couple shots he doesn't look like his usual self. Come at me. Oh shit. Again, of course, Skull Knight decides to up and leave just before this goes down. Where is the man when you need him? Thank you for your assistance at this late hour, everyone. Feels good to help out once in a while, you know? But I'm surprised. You do all this work, lady. You're like a brownie for the whole village. We can be brownies too, Isidro, starting in the morning. What do they mean by that? Brownies? Like a chocolate chip brownie? Like a chocolate, is there such thing as a chocolate chip brownie? Yeah, probably, yeah, there is. But yeah, like a sweet thing, is that what they're talking about? Like a nice treat? I mean, I guess that makes sense. She's a lovely lady. Hard pass. I've got training in the morning. What? Wow, did you just volunteer, Isma? Youngsters. Let's see Miss Danan off and be on our way, shall we? Alright. Yep. Good night. Isma notices something. Quiver. Was that her having the sense of the Griffith. I was gonna say this is going down like Griffith's here. I'm guessing that's her like sensing Griffith. Does your tummy hurt? Was it something you ate? What's the matter? Oi, oi, oi! What's going on? Everything will break apart. We are in danger. A rising tide from the depths of the earth comes. It comes, so it's not already here. So it's something else. A rising tide from the depths of the earth. Eh? Oh shit. Smack him up, Shirka. Kill him, Shirka. Destroy her. I don't think she's capable of that, unfortunately. Is anyone capable of that? It's a good question. No, I don't think so. I don't think any character I've seen is capable of that. Maybe Skull Knight, but again, it's kind of hard to tell. I feel like if Skull Knight struggles with Zord, I doubt it, but yeah. Yeah, you stay away from her gut, Griffith. Last time you were this close to Casca. The real Casca. Whoa. I was gonna say, I was almost scared that I would go like straight through him and cut through everyone in front of him. But luckily enough, Griffith is solid. And he just takes it. Oh, he's hugging Casca. I imagine that's because of the feelings from the little boy towards his mother that he felt at the end, perhaps. Just before he changed over, and now he's like hugging her like the kid would. Chilling on the shoulder. just a slight rest. What was it? Pigeons landed on my shoulder. But yeah, I will say the faces do look slightly different as well. Griffith, Casca in this shot here. Her chin has her chin ever been that sharp before? Fucking hell. She kind of looks a bit like Caucus. Did you guys see that? She actually does look a bit like Caucus right now. But yeah, she looks very different in this shot here. Yeah, the artwork definitely is. It's worse, that's for sure, isn't it? Miura. To be fair, Miura's the best artwork I've seen in manga. So not that I've read many manga, but I have like every kind of manga shot I've seen on my like timeline on Twitter, and everything I have read. He is definitely the best artist I've seen. So yeah, very hard to replicate because again, Guts here doesn't like they cut off a bit of his face. The hair looks good, but then Casca, that doesn't look like Casca's face. And this doesn't really look too much like Griffith either. Again, it's I imagine it's the very subtleties in the drawing of the character. Very subtle, slight things can change their look. Like this doesn't look like Griffith. The hair does. Even then, the hair looks like Griffith's. Even then, it is a little crazy. But yeah, it just like doesn't look that much like Griffith. You guys feel me? Doesn't look awfully like. Doesn't look nothing like him, don't get me wrong, but there's this looks great. It looks great here. But yeah, it's the face. I was going to mention it here as well. Like this shot, this is like a Serpico type shot. I don't know. I just didn't feel very Griffith-like to me, but maybe it's just like placebo in my head or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's almost, I feel like it's almost, I wouldn't say it's like fan story, but it kind of feels that way a little bit. So far, anyway. Oh, guys. Zoom. Ugh. Oh shit, something is coming. Man, it's really sad that it's really annoying that Griff had a shop here, isn't it? Fucking bastard. Like the one haven in this world. Really fucking annoying. And again, I'm not gonna blame the kid, but the kid did kind of bring him there essentially, didn't he? Ah dear. I feel like not even just because like guts and such, but the fact that we're like fucking up this lovely place where these lovely people live, and it's such a wonderful place. The fact that it's getting destroyed right now. That's another reason I don't like the fact that Guts fought here, because this is not a place to fight. There's places like that in the real world, isn't there, where like you're just not allowed to fight. I mean, that sounds obvious, but I don't know what the word for it is, but there are like, even if you're at war, there's places that you and the enemy decide not to fight in, for example. I forget what, I think there might be like a name for it, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, this place is getting fucked up big time. Oh. Griffith's little bum. Give that a spank. You've been naughty, Griffith. Naughty Griffith. He taken her? Like, look at the expression on Zod's face right here. Like, it's not a Zod expression. I wouldn't say Zod's expressionless, but he does have that kind of expressionless, kind of savage look to him at pretty much all times before this chapter. Like, he's been looking slightly goofy today, Zod. He's fucking taken her. Their life without evil crumbles. Continue in Young Animal 16. August. Well, that said 121. August 12. Okay, decent chapter there. Again, very little dialogue, so inevitably very short. I'm gonna guess how long it's been. I'm gonna say 12 minutes 50. Ooh, I was fucking close. 13 minutes 20. I was fucking close there. Wow, my time perception's good. To be fair, I've always been quite a patient person, to be honest with you. So I guess that helps in counting the time. I don't know. Maybe that factors in somewhere. Yeah, unfortunately, their life without evil does crumble. I hate the fact that he's like grabbing a boob here as well. Let's take us back to that clips. But yeah, let's read some comments before we move on. By the time of things, it looks like we're doing at least 3 chapters today. So I kind of, well, I don't know. Obviously Griffith is Griffith, and he definitely deserves some kind of divine punishment, but he already did go through the whole torture, so I feel like we can rest assured that he got tortured into being like this in a way. So, well, I feel like the real kind of decision came before the torture, but he got tortured big time, like nasty fucking torture. Like, yeah, if anyone went through that and survived, it would be an absolute miracle. So he has already kind of got his comeuppance a little bit. Not since he's turned into Femto and done the eclipse and such. Don't get me wrong, he still deserves some divine punishment. But again, I think people can rest assured in the fact that we have actually seen him go through that horrible period where it's just bones and you could see his skin just like, yeah, and it was just nasty as fuck. just think back to that to soothe these guys that want that want even more divine punishment for Griffith. Just think back to those chapters. Go back and read those. With the whole Casca thing, like, again, it goes back to the Falconia. Like, the people that live there actually have like decent lives. I know they're essentially kind of like cattle in a way, almost like pets of Griffith. But would it actually be that bad if he took her? I think he would like protect her. Would be safe. Maybe the safe. Funny enough, again, we thought we were on the safest place on Earth right here, but where he might be taking it might actually be the safest place on Earth. So in that regard, it might actually be like a good thing, strangely, that he's taken her. And it would also be quite easy if when he does turn into the Moonlight Boy, you can just go like down the corridor and talk to her and whatever. Obviously, for Guts, it's terrible. But again, like, logistically, it might actually be for the best that he takes her. Which you wouldn't think would be something you say, but yeah, just thinking about it a little bit. But it also might trigger her PTSDs and such quite a bit, seeing Griffith so much. Waking up and seeing the face that, yeah, had done her in. Again, this kind of already happened a little bit. Like, actually, did he actually go through worse than this? I mean, they didn't break all his bones. Oh, I've got something in my fucking eye now, brilliant. He didn't actually. I don't think we broke every bone in his body, but pretty sure Griffith went through something quite similar to this, in which I mentioned a minute ago. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. I think it's Last House on the Left, but that's got a really satisfying ending. I think people would love to see an ending similar to that, but a lot more brutal for Griffith. I remember watching this as a kid. I think I probably, like, in the UK, movies would be on like TV like 2 or 3 years after they came out. The shittier ones, the quicker they came out on like TV and such. But this was on TV quite often actually during, like, again, I remember like 2011, 2012 perhaps. It's got that guy from Breaking Bad in. I haven't watched Breaking Bad. I need to watch that soon. Next on my list is Twin Peaks, so I got to watch that because I've just finished playing Life is Strange, which was absolutely fantastic. I'm playing the second one, but I think I'm not going to continue it. I've just finished the first episode and it wasn't nearly as good. Like, Life is Strange from the first episode absolutely hooked me. It's just not got enough dialogue with characters, I don't believe. I feel there was so much, especially in episode, well, I say, like, comparing episode 1 of Life is Strange 1 to 2, there was just so many characters, so many people to talk to, and so much things to find out, whereas in 2 it seems very condensed and totally different. I don't really like it nearly as much. But yeah, this is a slightly brutal movie. I think that this is actually a remake of Wes Craven's Last House on the Left, I believe. Yeah, which came out like 40 years before. I haven't watched this one. I heard this one's brutal as well, but I think they're essentially the same plot. But is it Aaron Paul? I think that might be his name, something like that. But yeah, quite a brutal movie. Do you know what? This guy actually looks quite a bit like Henry Cavill. Didn't notice that. But yeah, quite a brutal movie this. But again, really satisfying ending. I won't actually look at the ending for you guys, but again, that was really satisfying, and what, like, the comeuppance was hopefully something as good as that. Ooh, so comments. Sorry, I keep yawning, guys. I'll early wake up. Why does this guy say he got? yeah, just every comment just hating on Griffith, which is to be expected. So I'm not going to bother reading anymore. So we'll move on to the next chapter, which looks like it's like the start of a new volume thing. Again, I don't really know. It looks like the last chapter was called Cherry Blossoms Fading Like Mist. And this one is The Worm Eaten. Is that some kind of worm that's coming up from the ground? The latest episode awaited by the world. Peaceful Island is turned on its head as Griffith takes the stage. Giving in to his anger, Guts swings the Dragon Slayer, which has never actually slayed a dragon. But the blade won't strike true. Is there a way to stem the flood of darkness? Elf Island crumbles, and despair descends. Again, that fucking sucks, doesn't it? I have nothing good here. Ugh. Sacrifice. Ice. Answer us. Sacrifice. That's not a worm, it's like a wall of mouldy old spirits. Also, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, which I think I've mentioned before, the fact that I played it as a kid, but I'm playing on Xbox right now, and fuck me. You've got to save every 10 minutes because it does just like, during like VATS, for example, I get like glitched into not shooting, and then I'm just in VATS doing fuck all for 5 minutes. Sometimes on the loading screens it just goes, it just crashes. So that's probably what I experienced as a kid, but I did get like soft locked. I think I just like, I couldn't continue any further when I played as a kid, even with like the auto save and save. So I just like got rid of the game. So it's been awesome playing through that again. Almost finished it, I think. I don't know, I put like 20 odd hours into it right now. So but yeah, really enjoying that at the minute. Glad I went back to it. I haven't played Fallout 3. I remember actually seeing when it came out, it was so hyped up, but my mum wouldn't buy it for me. I don't know why she wouldn't buy it for me, but she just wouldn't. I don't think I asked, to be honest with you, actually. I don't think it was a case of my mum not buying it for me. I just didn't ask, I don't think. But I played, I think it's Fallout 4, and I really enjoyed that, so glad I went back round to New Vegas. Something dark surrounds us. Cedro, is this? It kind of reminds me of the, I think it's the Conviction arc, with that kind of huge slob of souls and shit. I ain't forgotten. Ain't this what we saw in Albion? Seriously? Okay, yeah, so they're saying the same. Isma. Yeah? Stay close. Don't let go. Yeah. Oh, shit. I like this, though. I like this drawing of Isma here. What? What? Isidro. Hey, there he is. Fucking hell. Finally. Finally, bro. Could have came before Griffith fucking took Casca. But maybe he wanted that to happen. Maybe that aids him in his quest to get Guts to turn like him. And then there are two warriors taking on the darkness. That sounds so cringe. But where did he come from? That's a skeleton. Who are you? Isidro, he is an ally of justice. Probably. A flaring light illuminates the land this night. There's a wedge cleaving the isle asunder. I mean, again, he's on the good side, I guess you could say. If you want to put good and bad to the sides. But I think anyone that, if you did encounter this guy, I think 99% of people would think he's an enemy, so. I don't like the fact that they've changed his, this is a different place to be fair, but I don't like the fact that his dialogue is not written how it usually is. it has that aura usually, doesn't it? It's just like everything he says was big, like it was the biggest text in the series, massive, bold, and it was just like, there was massive importance to everything he said just from the font. So then that being changed kind of sucks. I'm just going to switch over quickly just to see if it's the same here. It's a shame. But yeah, like, again, it's amazing how just like a font change can actually affect the aura of a character. These beings risen from... So yeah, that was him talking a minute ago there. I thought it was, but again, it's just different text. These beings, risen from the rift, are what you would call the very foundations of the island, the original masters of this place. Oh. Mortals are no match for them. Fly from here. I do think if any character could be destroyed by Miura, like, I'd hope none of them, of course, I'd hope none of them would be destroyed. But I do feel if any character would be like destroyed and just like, again, I wouldn't say disrespected, but like just like changed, and I feel like Skull Knight is the character that would suffer the most from Miura being dead, unfortunately, because he's so uninvolved in a way, but his involvements, when he does get involved, they are massive, and they are foretellings of the future. They're wisdom to Guts, and I feel like he could, like, he's always been a plot device in a way, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that you could very easily go a bit overboard with Skull Knight, have him too involved, give too much information out, like just do too much with Skull Knight. I don't know. Maybe what I'm trying to say is he's the character I'm most worried about, kind of, not just from the text change there, although again that takes away some of his aura for sure. But he's the character that could like go down in estimations the most, perhaps, after this. I mean, no characters will, because in a way, Berserk did kind of end with Miura for me. Like, I've only read 2 chapters afterwards, don't get me wrong. But that was a fucking awesome ending. Miura's last chapter was a fucking beautiful and awesome ending. So it kind of ended there for me. So again, this is almost like extra like fan service stuff here, in a way. Especially now Casca's been taken. But yeah, maybe I'm trying to say I'm slightly worried about where Skull Knight's character might go. Like, the way he's talking here, I mean, he's giving information to help him, don't get me wrong, but it's not in the same kind of cryptic way as usual. I don't know. Ooh-wee. Wind-splitting swordsmanship. Incredible, Isidro. I cannot deliver all from harm. Thus, no other salvation awaits you. Escape. You think I could just slither off the way things are? Let's do this. It's war. God damn it. Go get them. This collapse was destined, but to struggle against it is man's fate, is it not? True. Oh shit, look, we haven't seen this guy for a while. I'm always forgetting his name, and I still do, so apologies. Roderick. Is it Roderick? Weigh anchor. Oyster sails. A revelation from the mermaids. All hands. Prepare to depart Elf Island. You know what? Sometimes you can have a bit too much of a good thing as well, though. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say this is always coming, but it was always coming, I guess. Especially in Berserk, you really, like, too much of a good thing is like 1% of your daily sugar allowance, for example. That's too much good stuff for Berserk. All must be ready by dawn. Hooray! Oh, hurry! Why did they say hooray? Hurry! No loafing around. But a crisis befalling the island? This is the calm before the storm. When we notice something happen, it may already be too late. When we noticed something happening, it may have already been too late. I have dispatched a message to the village, but still. I will remain on this island. Master Magnifico. You too? Oh, look, Magnifico's aged like 10 years. What the fuck? Look at my dude here. Men are. Why is there an exclamation mark there? Men are supposed to walk upon the land, put down roots. That's right. So I also think the subtitles are probably fucking this up a bit as well. Like, why? I was going to question a minute ago. I didn't bring it up, but why is there exclamation marks after everything Skull Knight says? I'm not sure we've ever had an exclamation mark from Skull Knight before this. Like, again, it's always in that kind of text that is bold and stands out massively as it is. And I don't know, I can't ever really envisioning Skull Knight shouting. Maybe if something majorly important was about to go down, but he's always the calm, collected, cryptic type. So, yeah. I feel like that might be more of a subtitle translation issue, perhaps, more than a story issue. Considering this. Hey, don't you think so, Roderick? There's Roderick, nice. Finally remembered his name. There, stow him away. Huh? What was that? Oh shit, yeah, you can see the whole island shaking. Depart at dawn, hey? You guys might have to depart now. All the fish are getting fucked up as well. Wow, the brazier. I don't know. But don't panic. Stay away from the cliff's edge. Captain? Oh dear. I'm yawning a lot today, aren't I? Yeah, I did. I woke up earlier than usual, so. This is bizarre. Only seconds after the quake. Fairies? Are they coming? Fucking fairies? What about these guys look like fucking fairies? Are they coming closer? Oi, oi. They're everywhere. This guy's about to pet one. Fucking hell, man. This guy doesn't know what's about to hit him. Did they get scared up to the surface, I wonder? Could this be the crisis? So this is bad. We bring in this lot too, Captain? Wait! Yeah, off you guys go. Again, it's like very much. I've brought this up plenty of times, but it really reminds me of Creepshow 2. And this segment here, which was again as a kid fucking terrifying. That whole movie scared me. I watched Creepshow 2 before 1, many years before 1. I think again I watched it as a kid at my nan's. I was really young, and then I only watched Creepshow 1 as an adult. Creepshow 1's better for sure. I haven't actually watched this since I was a kid, to be honest with you. Not that I'm scared to watch it, but I don't know. It's just, yeah, I just haven't. Like, this segment was decently scary. As an adult, it probably would be quite cheesy, but cheesy in a good way. This segment was terrifying. This is where I turned off the first watch. And then the last segment also kind of terrified me a bit as a kid, with the homeless man. The hitchhiker. Sky. Yeah, like that kind of terrified me a bit. Again, it's really cheesy. Old Chief Woodhead, a hitchhiker. But yeah, this raft one is like just to spoil a little bit. It's just like a water Well, you guys can see what's happening. It's like a dark black mass in the water. If it gets you, your skin's coming off, and if it fully gets you, you're just dead. But yeah, you try and take this off, your whole like skin and your whole like chunk of meat's coming off your arm. So it was quite gruesome. Just gonna check how long I've been recording. Yeah, so we'd probably do one more chapter today and that'll be it. This one's actually slightly longer, yeah, 20 pages. Oh, you know what? That's almost exactly like I just described. That's almost like essentially what happens in that. Maybe a bit of inspiration there, perhaps. I don't know. Sorry guys, I just noticed a really long hair. Do you guys ever get that? Like just sometimes like you got like normal like smallish hairs on you and then there's just one long ass hair. I get that quite often on my arms especially. But it's just like oh normal hair and it's like oh my god a really long dark bit of hair. Yeah, that guy got fucked. Yeah, if you're interested in that, like something like similar to this, go watch Creepshow. You can skip the first. I think they're only like 30 minutes or so, like 3 30-minute odd stories. So you can just literally just watch that middle one. The first Creepshow is really really good. I think especially the last one. I think the last one was on the cockroaches. That one really fucked me. I think the version I watched, which was still terrifying, was like a censored version of it as well. Then there's actually an uncensored version, which I have watched a clip on YouTube of, which is even worse. All to the beach. Get to the ship. Captain, it's behind us too. We're surrounded. Barnice. I know what your priorities are at. He is, well, to be fair, he's meant to be like marrying her or whatever, isn't he? So. Fucking hell, look at. Have you ever seen Guts look like this? He just looks done. You know what I'm saying? Blank. Almost looks like. I'm not going to say what I want to say. It's a bit dodgy. You really had to do this, Griffith. You just came here, stole Casca. I mean, you could have just done that, but no, we fucking destroyed and ruined this island as well while we're at it. Hey, okay. Well, thank you very much, you bastard. Hopefully everyone survives. I don't think everyone and everything will be able to survive here. Like, no chance, but... Like, you could have just left, bro. Why don't you feel the need? That probably helps further his plan. I mean, he wanted Shirka's master killed, so I think it would make sense that people of the same nature he'd want killed as well. Hopefully a few of the very interesting characters we saw in Hellfound here, like I forget what that Black Herd Witch's master's name was called. I forget what she was called as well, but hopefully both her and her master survived and people like that. Yeah. Off she goes, man. That looks more like Griffith. Although even so, again, like it's very kind of rigid. The face shapes, isn't it? Maybe I'm just paying more attention. I don't know. Ah, man. Again, you kind of brought us upon yourself, Guts. Like I said, I feel like if you chose not to fight, don't get me wrong, this might have ended up the exact same way, who knows, but it might have been different if we didn't, again, if we actually stuck with our choice of no revenge, just Casca. We didn't immediately attack. Again, he probably would have taken her anyway, But maybe the island wouldn't have been destroyed. I don't know. I do think it is quite likely this would have ended up the same way, but yeah. And up to the pathways they go. Our gut seems to be getting consumed, it looks like. Well, I do think all the elves, all the elves will be fine, won't they? The fairies, because they can fly, so they should be fine. Just what on earth is happening? Fucking hell. Wow. What are we even looking at here? What are we even looking at here? This is springing up from the ground to destroy Elfhelm, this giant tree thing. Overflowing darkness, it swallows everything and steals away. Well, that was a decent chapter. Couple of decent chapters. Again, I have very much felt like the last 4 chapters have been good, but then definitely not the same quality level as what we've had before, are there? So I probably look more hate to Griffith in the comments here. I will go through them just to check there. Lots of abuse. Yeah, again, we haven't seen that look on Guts' face all too much, have we? I do think that was really good, the way his face was drawn in this shot. I like this one a lot. The one before looked a little bit goofy. Where is it? This one here looked a little goofy, to be honest with you. But the ones after actually looked really good. This one right here, really liked. I don't know. Lots of people say this, like Griffith is their most hated character. I can't ever really say that. I feel like it's more because it's like a fantasy. Obviously, it's a fantasy anime, but because it's in like a fantasy world and such, I don't actually place as much of myself in the character. But there's obviously relation between me and the characters. Otherwise, I wouldn't be reading. But I feel like I've hated many more characters that have done a lot less than Griffith's done. Like Griffith's done so much terribleness, and yeah, he's awful. Like he's definitely one of the worst anime, I guess you call villains, ever from what I've seen. But I've hated characters that have done a lot less, quite a bit more, probably because they're much more kind of grounded in reality, if that makes sense. Because they've done like, I think I initially like, I don't really like Shield Hero, but I initially think of like Shield Hero and the red-haired woman in that show. That she done like, she's just like a speck on the world, if you know what I'm saying. She didn't really do, like, she done something horrible, but it's like she didn't kill people or anything like that. She just set a guy up. I think, again, it's been a while since I did watch it, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of that show, but I remember I had more of an intense feeling of hatred towards what she done than I do here, which again probably sounds weird to you guys, but again, I think it's because that was slightly more grounded, and like that happens like every day. I mean, don't get me wrong, women get R-worded every day and such, which is terrible, but yeah, it's just obviously with it having this kind of supernatural element, it kind of takes away a bit of that kind of grounded realness again, don't get me wrong, it's terrible what happened to Casca, but with the whole like sacrificing people to the eclipse and such, like that's a different world, if you know what I'm saying. Whereas again, things like this could happen in the real world, but yeah, I don't know if I'm brought that point across terribly, but hopefully you get what I was trying to say. So yeah, not too much else in the comment sections here. It doesn't look like, so I will. Well, that's the thing. This guy says Falconia is about to get the smoke, but I'm pretty sure Guts doesn't even really know about Falconia right now, does he? Yeah, we'll move on to the final chapter for today. Again, we'll just, yeah, this is another short chapter, so yeah, we'll do 3 today. This one's got a lot less likes than the other 2, which is called Ephemeral Isle. Ephemeral, yeah. Overflowing darkness swallows everything and steals away. Where are you? At least let us know your guards. You'll fail. It's all coming apart. Yeah, you kind of fucked up, to be honest. bringing everyone to Elfhelm Park. You got Elfhelm destroyed. Again, maybe this was it was the current of causality, so this is always destined to happen. But maybe it would have happened eventually anyway. Which is what, yeah, whatever. oh shit. Oh, that's a nice little colour page. Spoiled myself a little bit there. I'll probably forget that by next week, so it's all good. Guts. It feels like lately I've been saying a lot more than I've been talking. Well, not talking, but saying the dialogue. Not even a single swing reached him. In but an instant, all is lost. There's that lovely Skull Knight blade. And yeah, look at that. Royally fucked. Wow. It's incredible, that, isn't it? I didn't drink my water. Where did I put my water? Fridge. Sorry. Just wondering where my water was. Wow, brilliant. Can we get a look where its inhabitants are at right now? Like, what's going on with them? Are most of them dead? Like, we living? Captain, you made it. What is happening? No bloody idea. But that black goop seems to be going up in the smoke. As soon as it touches fire or salt water, like mist. So yeah, it looks like it can't handle the water. Strangely. Did we see the stuff in the conviction arc interact with water? I think we saw it interact with fire. I don't know though. It was a while ago. A long while ago. A close call. Hurry, there are still good men down there. The Merrows can't save them all. Barrels, boxes, anything that'll float. Into the sea they go. So now Elfhelm is no longer an island, but a collection of little islands. Which is, yeah. So there are plenty of survivors, thank God. What a mess, eh? Is this for real? Eh? Isma, you're... Huh? What? Hmm. It's time to depart this world. Shit. The fuck's happening now? And she's not just talking about herself. Is Isma departing as well? She's shining. Every special, I'm gonna call them special creatures, is departing now. Is that what's happening? Why? It's time to depart this world. Danan. Oh, there she is. The woman I was talking about earlier. Yes, looks like the main people are still alive, which is good. Shit, man. Huh? Isidro. So all the Merrows are now. So like, why? Is it Griffith that's caused this? Is it by Danan's choice and these guys' choices? Well, it's obviously not Isma's choice. I don't think she'd choose to. Yeah. What the hell? So all does that mean the elves, the unicorns, all of these guys are going back to the ethereal world? Is it? I can't remember. It's been so long since I looked that up. Ethereal or ethereal, whichever one. Are they going back there? Why? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Fucking hell. She's just gone. What the fuck, man? Holy shit. Why are you still there, Danan? The hell? Oh, now Danan's gone as well, I think. Yeah. What the hell? All the Merrows? Are all the Merrows going? Yeah, they are. Every special creature. Why? What the fuck, man? The elves is it's Puck's brothers. But this one looks awful lot like what's his name from Haikyuu? Get his fucking name now. So is Puck gonna be going as well? You can't. No. There is no Berserk without Puck, really. I mean, there was a Berserk before Puck, but Puck has carried the comedy side of things for so long. They can't get rid of Puck. What the hell? I'm not sure we've got a choice there. where are they going as well? Like, again, I'm imagining the ethereal world, but I thought that was like connected with. I don't fucking know. Oh, this is just lazy. This is, isn't it? No facial expression. Like, what the fuck? This about? I don't think we ever saw anything like this from Europe. Let me know if I'm wrong. I imagine there's someone out there that'll know I'm wrong. It's that actually in page 56 of chapter 20. I don't remember seeing anything like this. They've done this in an anime recently, and it was just lazy as hell. Just like, oh, I thought it was like a stylish thing of like, oh, cool, the characters. This is meant to represent something about the characters that they've got no face. Maybe it is here, but the fact that these faces are drawn like this, like look at Cedro's. This is just lazy. I think they maybe just forgot to actually draw the rest of this. Maybe like, yeah, we'll draw the faces later. One of the hardest parts. Oh, we forgot. Again, I don't think I've ever pointed anything out even close to that before Miura's passing. Oh, this really didn't go very well, did it? Yeah, is Puck gone as well? I really hope not. Massive character. The peace they reached, lost in an instant. Only despair remains. Okay, so some very interesting ongoings in that chapter, wasn't there? Especially with all these special creatures. Again, I'm assuming going back to the ethereal world, but could be wrong about that. I'm not sure what's going on. Puck potentially gone. Isma definitely gone, which is a shame. I really liked Isma. Didn't have her around too long either, did we? So it's just humans that's about like are still here. So Shurka and a lot of the gurus are absolutely fine, I imagine. As well as like the witches and wizards. Yeah, this place has now just been emptied. Again, did they choose to do this because of what just happened with Elfhelm being destroyed? Are they going somewhere safer? Is it Griffith that done this? I don't think so. The way that Danan spoke, it was just like it was just a thing, natural. We better get going. Okay. Yeah. If Puck gone, I'm gone. Oh, this guy says, I don't think she's dead. I don't think Isma's dead. I do have that. I did not read the end of that. Apologies, guys. Oh dear. I think that probably is very loud. It didn't sound too loud to me, but it's probably very loud to you guys, so apologies. Wow, this guy's like totally the counter to what I said. I don't think it's ridiculous that Guts went berserk. Don't get me wrong. Also, I did speak about that, didn't I? About the fact that his rage actually. I think that's what this guy is getting at here. Again, I wasn't mad, but I was a little disappointed that Guts went into a rage. It's ridiculous that Guts didn't go berserk immediately. He was kind of berserk in here. So yeah, this guy's pissed off at the fact that Guts didn't ever use the berserker armor, and it didn't overtake him. But like I mentioned, I think it was actually more of a thing of Guts's rage actually outdone the armor in terms of it couldn't possess Guts because he was filled with that much rage. I'm not sure if it like feeds off it or what, but again, I think that was actually more of a kind of Guts's rage is actually more powerful than anything at this point in time. So he won't get overtaken by this. He is the kind of he is that madness and rage, and perhaps the armor actually saw fit. Like, fuck yeah, I'll leave this guy alone. He's already out of it. I could be very wrong about that for sure, though. Probably am, but fucking hell. It's taken me like a year to get to this point, I think, and this guy's been reading the series for 10 days and he's at this chapter. That's pretty incredible, to be honest with you. 10 days, holy shit. So yeah, not too much else in the comments here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys think of these chapters in the comment section. It's pretty good chapters today. A lot done kind of story wise. Rip Elf Helm. That really sucks ass. A lot of terribleness gone down today, which really sucks. But yeah, artwork wise, again, not nearly as strong as it's been in the past. There's a few standout kind of bad things that I've noticed, but again, story wise, it's pretty decent. I do feel a lot less for the, like, maybe not a lot less, but I do feel less kind of emotionally about what's going down now as maybe I should, and from what the comments are at. So I don't know, maybe that's a me thing, but again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next time with chapters at least 370 and 371, maybe 372 as well, which means we've got maybe 3 or 4 videos left. So yeah, almost over. Like I said earlier, I do feel like when even if these next chapters are absolutely some of the best, I do still kind of feel like the series did kind of end with the last Mira chapter. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.